Imagine a jet so fast it could outrun a missile fired at it. A plane so high it danced on the edge of space. A machine so secret that even its own pilots didn't know its full capabilities until they flew it. This is the SR-71 Blackbird, the untouchable legend of aviation history. In the heart of the Cold War, when tensions between superpowers could ignite at any moment, this jet didn't just break records, it rewrote what was possible. Buckle up, because today we're diving into the story of the fastest manned jet ever built, a marvel that still leaves engineers and pilots in awe. Welcome to SR-71 Blackbird, the jet that outran missiles. It was invisible to radar and faster than any missile on Earth. The SR-71 Blackbird, developed by Lockheed Skunk Works, was a marvel of Cold War engineering. Flying at Mach 3 and over 85,000 feet high, it could photograph enemy bases and be gone before anyone knew it was there. Its titanium body glowed red-hot from air friction. And despite dozens of missile launches against it, not one SR-71 was ever shot down. The SR-71 Blackbird wasn't just an aircraft, it was a statement. Developed by Lockheed's secretive Skunk Works division, this reconnaissance plane was a Cold War game-changer. Capable of flying at over 3 times the speed of sound, Mach 3.2, and cruising at altitudes above 85,000 feet, it could photograph entire countries in a single mission and vanish before anyone could react. No missile ever caught it. No enemy jet could match it. And even today, decades after its retirement, the SR-71 remains the pinnacle of aviation engineering. In this episode, we'll unravel the Blackbird's story, its clandestine origins, the groundbreaking technology that made it untouchable, the high-stakes missions that defined its legacy, and why it still captivates us. We'll analyze its design, explore its real-world impact, and even speculate on what the future holds for high-speed reconnaissance. So, let's ignite the afterburners and soar into the world of the SR-71 Blackbird. The year is 1957. The Cold War is at its peak. The Soviet Union launches Sputnik, proving they can send objects into space, and potentially weapons anywhere on Earth. The US needs eyes in the sky, but their U-2 spy planes are vulnerable. In 1960, a U-2 piloted by Francis Gary Powers is shot down over Soviet territory, sparking an international crisis. The message is clear: America needs a new kind of reconnaissance aircraft, one that can't be caught. Enter Lockheed Skunk Works, a secretive division led by the legendary engineer Clarence Kelly Johnson. Known for building the U-2, Johnson and his team are tasked with creating a plane that can fly faster, higher, and stealthier than anything before it. The result? The SR-71 Blackbird, a project so classified that even its name was a code. Before the SR-71, there was the A-12, a single-seat prototype developed for the CIA under Project Oxcart. First flown in 1962, the A-12 was a testbed for the technologies that would define the SR-71. It was sleek, black, and built to disappear from radar. But the A-12 was just the beginning. The Air Force wanted a 2-seat version with enhanced capabilities for strategic reconnaissance. By 1964, the SR-71 was born, ready to take on the world's most dangerous missions. The SR-71's development was a masterclass in balancing risk and innovation. The Cold War demanded a solution that could penetrate enemy airspace without being detected or shot down. Lockheed's challenge was to push the boundaries of aerodynamics, materials science, and propulsion, all while keeping the project under wraps. The fact that the SR-71 was designed using slide rules and analog computers, not modern supercomputers, makes its achievements even more staggering. The SR-71's airframe was a technological marvel, built from titanium to withstand the extreme heat of Mach 3 flight. At top speeds, air friction heated the plane's skin to over 600 degrees Fahrenheit, causing it to glow red-hot. Titanium was rare and difficult to work with, and 85% of the SR-71 structure was made from it. Fun fact, the US secretly sourced much of the titanium from the Soviet Union through shell companies, a delicious irony given the plane's purpose. The heart of the Blackbird was its Pratt Whitney J58 engines, each producing 34,000 pounds of thrust. These weren't just jet engines, they were hybrid marvels that functioned as turbojets at low speeds and ramjets at high speeds. At Mach 3, the engines gulped 100,000 cubic feet of air per second, requiring massive inlets that could adjust to supersonic airflow. The iconic shock cones on the engine inlets moved automatically to manage the air, a feat of engineering that still amazes. The SR-71 wasn't just fast, it was sneaky. Its sleek, curved design reduced its radar cross-section, and its black paint, made with radar-absorbing materials, gave it an early form of stealth. The plane's nickname, Blackbird, came from this dark coating, which also helped dissipate heat. Even at 85,000 feet, the SR-71 could evade detection by blending into the thin atmosphere where radar struggled to track it. The SR-71's engineering pushed the limits of what was possible in the 1960s. Every component, titanium airframe, J58 engines, stealth features, was a bespoke solution to an extreme problem. The plane expanded by several inches in flight due to heat, so engineers designed it with gaps that closed at high temperatures. Fuel tanks leaked on the ground but sealed perfectly in the air. These compromises highlight the ingenuity required to make the impossible fly. The SR-71's primary role was strategic reconnaissance. Equipped with cameras that could photograph 100,000 square miles in an hour with stunning detail, it flew over hotspots like the Soviet Union, Cuba, North Vietnam, and the Middle East. During the Vietnam War, SR-71s mapped enemy positions, dodging surface-to-air missiles with ease. In 1973, during the Yom Kippur War, Blackbirds provided critical intelligence that helped shape U.S. policy. Over its 30-year career, the State Route 71 faced over 4,000 missile launches. None hit their mark. Pilots would simply accelerate and climb, leaving missiles in the dust. One famous incident in 1981 saw an State Route 71 evade multiple Soviet SA-2 missiles over the Barents Sea. The crew later found the plane's titanium skin unscathed, a testament to its untouchable design. Flying the State Route 71 was no easy task. Pilots and reconnaissance systems officers, RSOs, wore pressurized suits resembling astronaut gear to survive the extreme altitudes. Missions lasted up to 10 hours, requiring superhuman focus. The cockpit was a sauna, with temperatures reaching 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Yet, pilots like Major Brian Schule, author of Sled Driver, described the thrill of flying the Blackbird as unmatched, akin to piloting a spaceship. The SR-71's missions were more than just reconnaissance, they were psychological warfare. The mere knowledge that a Blackbird could fly over enemy territory undetected sent a message: no airspace was safe. Its ability to gather intelligence without escalation was a diplomatic tool, preventing conflicts by providing clarity in tense moments. However, its high operating costs, $200,000 per mission in today's dollars, sparked debates about its value compared to satellites. By 1990, the State Route 71 was retired, a victim of budget cuts and the rise of satellite technology. Critics argued that satellites could do the same job cheaper and without risking pilots. Yet, satellites couldn't match the Blackbird's flexibility or speed in delivering real-time intelligence. A brief reactivation in the mid-1990s proved its worth, but by 1998, the State Route 71 was grounded for good. The State Route 71 still holds the record for the fastest air-breathing manned aircraft, set in 1976 at 2,193 miles per hour, Mach 3.3. Its altitude record of 85,069 feet remains unmatched by any operational jet. These feats, achieved without modern computing, cement its place as an engineering icon. The SR-71's retirement marked the end of an era, but its influence endures. Modern stealth aircraft like the B-2 Spirit and F-22 Raptor owe their radar-evading designs to the Blackbird's innovations. Its titanium construction paved the way for materials used in hypersonic research today. Yet, the question remains, could a new Blackbird rise in an age of drones and AI? Rumors of a successor, the State Route 72, have swirled for years. Lockheed Martin has teased a hypersonic aircraft capable of Mach 6, blending the SR-71 speed with modern stealth and unmanned technology. While details remain classified, the State Route 72 could redefine reconnaissance in an era of near-peer conflicts with China and Russia. The future of reconnaissance lies in blending speed, stealth, and autonomy. Drones like the RQ-180 and hypersonic vehicles could take the Blackbird's mantle, but they lack its human element. The SR-71's legacy suggests that crewed aircraft still have a role in high-stakes missions where split-second decisions matter. Advances in materials, like carbon composites, and AI-driven navigation could make a new Blackbird even more untouchable. The SR-71's story shows that technology alone isn't enough, it's about vision. The Blackbird was born from necessity, not convenience. As global tensions rise, the need for rapid, reliable intelligence could spark a renaissance in high-speed aircraft. The State Route 72, if real, would face new challenges: cyber attacks, advanced radar, and hypersonic missiles. Yet, the Blackbird's untouchable spirit suggests that human ingenuity can still outpace any threat. The State Route 71 Blackbird wasn't just a plane, it was a symbol of what humanity can achieve when pushed to the limit. It outran missiles, redefined stealth, and gave the world a glimpse of the impossible. Its legacy lives in every jet that dares to push the boundaries of speed and altitude. What do you think? Could a modern Blackbird rise again, or is its era gone forever? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you're as awestruck as we are, and subscribe for more deep dives into the machines that shaped history. Until next time, keep looking to the skies.